Everybody, the excitement is really starting to boil over. 8 out of the box is coming out of the box on Saturday. We are launching Dr. Maggie's new book, and we want you to be a part of it.
But wait, don't get it yet. All the details about how you're going to be part of the launch team for Saturday to bring us to #1 is going to be in this video. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anna Manuel, co-host of Transform Table Talk Live, alongside the one and only Dr. Maggie Yu, published author. Dr. Maggie, this is so exciting.
Thank you. Thank you. Very exciting. It's been a couple years in the works, and this launch has been at least 6 months in the works. And I am crazy excited to invite all of you guys to join me on the book launch on Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There is a link. And we're going to put in the comment section for you to be part of the launch team. So you'll get notifications. You know exactly what's going on. There are bonuses that are going to be happening as part of the launch team. So if you want to be part of the launch team and you want to be notified blow by blow and how you can play full out to bring us to #1, what I want you to do is click the link. There's a link above the video. We're going to put in the comment section right now a link for you to be in the know to join the launch team. So if you can do that, that'll be really great. Now, first thing first, all of you guys that are watching, where are you watching from? And if you're an alumni or someone who's done any of our programs, type in chat what programs you've been through and what you have overcome while working with us. I would love to know who's watching. I would love to know that I'm not talking to myself. Who am I talking to? Say hello.
Yeah, and it's going to be really fun. Let us know, like Dr. Maggie said in the comments, where you're watching from, but also let us know you're coming. Confirm to us in the chat. I'll be there on Saturday. Just say Saturday, I'm in. We can't wait to have you there because we have a lot of special, exciting, and fun things planned on Saturday. Don't we, Dr. Maggie?
Well, it isn't just so if you're already registered to be part of the launch team and our VIP list to join the launch, say I'm in, that'll be really great. That would be virtual. It's going to be live streamed at 2 p.m., right? But we also have in-person people who are going to be here for this book launch, namely.
You're like, which way? This is so wild because you always see us on a split screen, right? And Dr. Maggie and I, we've known each other for years now, have been friends and working together for years. And of course, I went through the Transform program as well. We are meeting for the first time, live in color, in person. I'm so excited, Dr. Maggie. I don't even know. It's going to kind of feel surreal that we've never met in person before.
How long have we been working together?
Over 2 years.
Has it been that long?
Actually, I think it's 2 years in April. Probably 2 years in April.
Wow. And, it's interesting how we connected first. I mean, Anne, do you want to share a little bit of how, we ended up connecting, how you found me?
Well, yeah, I found you because I was on a search to try to find the expert who understood hormones and their link to autoimmunity. And let me tell you what, there isn't anybody else. My extensive search led me to you because I was working with my own functional medicine doctor who was making some strides in some areas, but we were getting hung up on hormones as such a big piece of my puzzle. And she finally said to me, I'm not an expert in hormones. We have to find you someone who is. And I found you, and I'm so thankful that I did.
I love that. And I would say people don't realize, but the problems that I have solved in the past, there's some areas that I'm really interested in, right? Because of my own experience. But what started my own health downturn was actually hormonal imbalance. I hit early menopause at the age of 36. No one knew why. People didn't even know what hormone balance was. And it was almost taboo to talk about hormones at the time. I'm dating myself. Yes, I've been a functional medicine doctor. I've been a physician for 28 plus years at this point. And yes, I am dating myself. So hormones was, for me, the entry into unsolvable mystery health problems. And what I figured out for myself was it was the bottom thing that was fueling all these other issues that were happening for me: postpartum, thyroid, autoimmunity. So that for me was like reading a book and reading books and learning from other practitioners and compounding pharmacies initially with hormonal information that I never learned in medical school was really what started my own health journey.
I mean, that's you. You okay? I know. Well, it's you're thinking back to it and everything because you went through so much, and you didn't have a Dr. Maggie to guide you along the way. You had to chart your own path.
Well, and what I love is that over the past 16 years as a functional medicine doctor, I have put the most important 8 lessons, and I would say some of the top problems that we solve and how to solve them in here. I think about people with hormonal problems, and that's not just women, it's men and it's children and teenagers and young adults, right?
Your microphone. Can you hear me okay? Your microphone just got a little.
Sorry. Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. Number 2 is autoimmunity. Tons of autoimmune issues. I think about the thousands of people that we've worked with, and what I I can't believe this myself. But we think about Hashimoto's, we think about rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, lupus, you name it, lichen sclerosis, scleroderma. Some of these are such almost considered. Some of them are really common, and some of them are really rare. People almost think orphan diseases that nobody can diagnose or solve. And I think about the thousands of clients that we've worked with over the last, that I've worked with over the last 16 years, solving these unsolvable problems. What is the biggest takeaway, right? And then I would say in the last 6 or 7 years, really what's become really trending or to awareness of the public, even more than doctors, is mystery diagnoses like POTS or mast cell activation syndrome or histamine intolerance. And I will tell you, the big C put a big spin on every one of these things because it triggered the worsening of every one of these things. And there are patterns that are hidden there. And so I love the fact that I took all the lessons on what it took to solve those unsolvable problems, and it is in this book. And
You put so much into this book too. I mean, I know your time, your effort, your energy, your life's work really went into wanting to get this out to the masses, wanting to be able to have this so that everybody can get their hands on the knowledge that you've worked so hard, really your own blood, sweat, and tears, literally, that went into this. And now you can share it and you can have this handbook and resource. And I know so many people too that have already gone through your program that say, I'm so glad that something like this exists because now I can pass this on to loved ones who maybe I can't articulate in the same way that Dr. Maggie, I can just give it to them and say, hey, read this.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy it. Not yet.
Not
okay.
yet.
I'm going to tell you that official launch is Saturday, but it's very important. I am asking you, do me a favor, be on my launch team. So what does it mean to be part of the launch team? Well, we have a group, an exclusive group of people who are a launch team. That's all of you that are watching right now. That on launch day, I am going to offer an irresistible deal and bonuses and surprises that we have a full day packed. So you want to be part of the launch team. Why? Because you guys are going to take us to number 1 this Saturday. Okay.
Number one on the list.
I'm just saying, multiple lists. It's going to happen on Saturday, and I want you to be part of it. Without even promoting it right now, and without even doing a launch yet, without doing a launch right now, we're already at number 20. So what I would love is for you to join the launch team and click the link and just register to join. You're going to be notified as this is going on. Now, what do we have in store? Don't buy it right now. Please don't. Just wait till Saturday because there will be a deal, a steal, and a partake. Okay. And big party. Anne is coming to Washington. She's flying in from Little Rock. So, and Anne, you already have, I could already see you already have
I'm making notes. I'm tabbing because some of the things that you wrote in here were just already so impactful for me that I wanted to, you say, get a highlighter out. I know you said in here, get a highlighter out, start writing on this book. What I like also about this book is there's room for you to make your own notes. There's action plan spots in the back, and there's action steps that you could take at the end of every chapter. So this is really, you call it a playbook, and that's really what it is.
Yeah. Saturday, I'm going to reveal all the details. I'm going to go through with you guys what is actually the content in the book. There's going to be a lot that's going to happen. But as far as the festivities for Saturday, I'm just letting you guys know there will be actual guests that are going to be here in person for the book launch, number 1, including Anne. Number 2 is in the live stream, we are going to be hosting several experts that are on some of these unsolvable problems that you're talking about. there are experts that I've worked with. They're my friends, they're my mentor, and they know how to solve these problems. They are going to be on this live, including, I'm just going to drop some names, everybody. So Sue Hitzman is going to be here, and she is a New York Times bestseller and the creator of Melt Method, which is a movement technique that I am so proud to have in our programs. And I personally just love Melt as part of my own health management and turning around my own chronic pain syndromes. So Sue actually inspired one of the chapters in this book, and her Melt Method is an integral part of many of the Transform programs. She is going to be on our expert, one of our experts is going to be here on Saturday. And that's just one. But wait,
There's
more. Those of you who are watching, who are part of the Melt squad, and you're part of the Melt Insider group, feel free to share this video into the Melt Insiders group if you're part of the Melt community, because that's been huge. I've loved how the Melt community and the Transform community have really added to each other's knowledge base and solutions. So thank you for that. And secondly, we're going to have Mike Aguilera is going to be joining us, who is the creator of the Food Dog Group and the author of 21 books.
And for people who don't know about the Food Dog Group, can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Absolutely. So, I think it's really important for people to think about when people want change or transformation in their lives is who are the people that you're around, because your success is measured literally by the average of the 5 people that are around you. Number one. So who are you around? And then number 2 also is who are your mentors? All your mentors also have mentors who are their mentors. So one of my mentors for the last many years has been Mike Aguilera, and he has a group called Food Dog Group, and they do a ton of work around mindset to mind growth. There is identity work, a lot of work just around also wealth, not just I'm talking like business wise, but wealth here in your own identity, in your own life, and your own relationships. So he's been really inspirational to me. And I'm honored that number one, he inspired a chapter in this book as well. And he's going to be on the book launch with us. So I want to welcome the Food Dog community as well. And if anyone's watching from there and want to share this into one of the Food Dog groups, feel free to do so. That's another expert that we're going to have.
And you were mentioning his books. He's written a couple books.
Yeah. And the latest book is Mind Power, which I love. And so just so you guys know, there's going to be a lot that's going to be happening. And if you want to learn more about the book Mind Power or Sue on Melt Method, you're going to be learning a ton more about that on Saturday as well.
What I love about these guests that you're bringing on to is so many people look up to you, Dr. Maggie, and then you're bringing in these people who are your mentors, who inspire you, who are people that you have taken inspiration from to write this book, to live your life in this way, to find healing and to get answers. And so that I think is so exciting to get to kind of pull back the curtain and see how all of this came together for you, and then how you're able to help so many people through that.
Absolutely. So I just want you guys to know that not only are there going to be experts, but the other thing is when you guys do get your hands on the book on Saturday, you're going to realize that it is full of stories. Yeah. Stories. We learn through stories and experiences. And there's just so many people that have inspired this book. And I've inspired by so many people's journeys that we've documented in this book. I'm almost thinking about a second book just on case studies. Like
you could do it easily.
I'm really like there were so many. It was hard to get the ones that are in here. I was like, I would love to write a book just filled with case studies where people could read through the journeys and the transformations and what it took for people to turn around any of these chronic health symptoms, right?
Well, and I don't think any other doctor has as many case studies online documented, with these testimonials as you do. I know this for a fact because I am lucky enough to be the one who gets to talk to these people who, after they have graduated the program, to see how much their life has changed.
So, yeah.
It blows my mind. I just talked to somebody today. In fact, it was a 1.5 year follow up from the first time we talked to her after graduating Transform. And I cannot wait to share that interview with everybody, because just wait until you see how much better her life has become in another 1.5 years out of the program. It just keeps getting better and better for people.
So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of stories, right? We have worked with thousands of clients, thousands of impossible to treat diagnoses or symptoms, and we put some of those stories in here. I know for a fact. Now, I don't know the whole guest list. I don't know who's going to be popping in on this live stream. I do know for a fact that many of the stories of the people that are in this book, they are going to be showing up during the live stream. So you get to meet some of these real people with their real outcomes and their real journeys that were documented in this book.
This is so exciting. Okay.
I can't wait.
To hang out with everybody on Saturday as well, because we're going to have some fun. Can you share with us some of the other fun little, not without giving too much away, but surprises that might happen on Saturday?
So I'm seeing alumni here. Yvonne, great to see you. I know a lot of people are making comments here, and it just says Facebook user because I know how this platform is if you don't allow your name to be seen. So I don't know all your name. Oh, Marissa. Oh my gosh. Oh. So I'm going to say that there's a lot of people that I have worked with over the last 28 years. And all of you guys have been invited. So there's going to be a lot of people from the community of me that have worked with me and from Transform that are going to be here. What I'm going to tell you is that not only are we going to be seeing some familiar faces from Transform, we're going to be seeing experts, but there are going to be surprises, games. Yes.
Games. We love our games.
Games. There's going to be games, okay? And prizes. You're not going to want to miss the prizes. So we're going to be, it's going to be fun. That's why I call it, it's going to be a deal, a steal, and a party on Saturday.
We're having a party. It's a party. When you say prizes too, I mean, you give away some good stuff. So this is a do not miss. Do not miss.
Do not miss.
Dr. Maggie, I just want to hear from you. What does it mean to you I know you put so much of your time, energy, and effort into this, to have it now, to be getting the praise from those who have already read it, and the feedback, being able to share all that you have learned, kind of really boiling it down for everybody to be able to have access to now. What does this feel like for you?
Completely surreal. I mean, because it's interesting to see people on our Zoom calls where they're literally holding up the book, because I know the official launch is Saturday, but in the last couple months, we've allowed some of our insiders to purchase the book. So we've already, I think about 1,500 books have already gone out even before we actually officially launch on Saturday. So we actually have people holding up the book and they're showing me the sections that they highlighted and this and that. And they're like, Dr. Maggie, lesson number 3. And then we share why that was a chapter that really touched them. I mean, I don't know. I didn't realize how I could write and tell stories through a book. I didn't realize, I always thought I was good on video. I always thought I'm a good doctor, I'm a good teacher, but it was a identity shift for me to say, I'm an amazing author.
You are,
and to own that and to have people come and tell me what they loved about it. I mean,
well, I mean, look at Yvonne here. Love this book. Highly recommend reading it. Of course, wait till Saturday if you haven't gotten it yet. And maybe if you do already have it, you might want to buy a second copy on Saturday, because there's going to be some inspiring things about purchasing another one on Saturday. But I will say, from reading through it, you feel like you're curling up with Dr. Maggie and listening to you and almost having a conversation with you. The writing style is very easy to read. And it's, if you can call a book like this a page turner, it's a page turner. Because you don't want to put it down and you're like, oh, there's so much more to learn. And you're able to express it in such an easily understandable way.
That's really, I do think that is important. I think that when we're talking about functional medicine, root causes of really, a lot of people think unicorn diseases. People think it has to be really esoteric, scientific, and difficult to understand. And I would say that most doctors, I would say 95% of the colleagues that I know I've worked with, they don't realize that they're speaking in a language that doesn't connect the dots, that's hard to understand. It doesn't explain things, right? So I would say that one of the things that I do really well is I can take really disparate, like separate, seemingly unconnected concepts, and I
Mhm.
see a pattern. And I love showing people the pattern and explaining it. So I remember just even this morning talking with a couple, and Wilbert, the spouse, when I was, we're drawing, and I love to draw. I'm visual, and I was explaining something. And then at the end of it, I was like, hey, I said, Wilbert, did you understand it? He's like, it's logical.
It just what you laid out makes sense.
And I was like, it's logical to you. And it thrills me. But like, this isn't logical to 99% of doctors out there who are dealing with your wife or you, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, he's like, this is logical. And I take that as a compliment. I want to make the really complicated super logical and simple so that people know exactly what to do and how to solve a problem. That would be, I would say, my gift.
It is. And you talk in the book about really priding yourself in you are a doctor, but you're an educator. And
Yes.
so your ability to teach these complex, concepts in a way that can be logical, understandable, digestible
Yeah.
is a gift. It really is. And then if I might say one other thing that I really do love about this book, and I think that other people connect with you for it, is you don't hold back in talking about yourself and what you have been
Mhm.
through.
Yeah.
And your personal journey, and it's not always pretty. You're very raw and honest about it.
No.
What
No.
you had to go through to get to this point and to be able to be an educator.
Yeah,
You're,
absolutely.
you're vulnerable.
Absolutely. Well, you have to be. I think it's really important to be honest about this. And anybody who's worked with me in any of our programs know that the most important thing that I really value is vulnerability. For me, vulnerability is courage. And without the vulnerability, I don't think people have the courage to be able to undergo a major transformation that's needed for their health or for their life. So I think I love Brene Brown and her book and her discussion about vulnerability. And I would say one of my greatest pieces of life's work has been learning to reprogram myself, change my stories so that I'm in a place where I am able to be vulnerable. I can speak about my past. I can be present in my current, and I can manifest my future because I'm finally open and vulnerable.
Mm.
And that's why in this, we'll talk way more about this on Saturday. Some of the experts that you're going to be seeing and meeting, they were a huge part of this emotional journey for me in my own healing path. So I'm excited on Saturday that we're going to be sharing all of it.
Okay, give us the details for the launch again.
All right, it is Saturday, March 23rd at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. And I am asking every single one of you watching, share this in any groups or with your friends and family, because if they click the link and you click the link to join to be part of the launch team list, you're going to be notified as we go live, as these experts come on, as these games and prizes are coming on. You're going to be the first in the know, and you're going to know exactly how to play full out. We're also going to we're going to have a running leaderboard to know where in position the book is. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. So Saturday's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Get on the launch team list. There's a link in chat right now for you to do that. And then otherwise, join us. You don't have to be there the whole time, but man, do jump in whenever you can. I can't wait for you to play full out with you guys and really share all about the book.
All about the book. I am so excited for it. I'm excited to see just who's taller between Dr. Maggie and me. We've never met in person.
I don't know.
How tall
are we even going to say it? I won't say it. I don't know your height. Do you know my height?
No.
Okay. Do you want to put something on this? Who do you guys think is taller? Do you guys think Ann, no heels? Do you think Ann is taller, or do you think Dr. Maggie is taller? Who do you guys think is taller?
I'm putting my money on Dr. Maggie being taller, but we'll find out.
I don't think so. I think Ann might be taller.
Oh my gosh, the joy of meeting in person.
Every single person who's watching, type in chat, who do you guys think is taller? Take a vote. Ann or Dr. Maggie? Type in chat. I just want to know where the dice roll is going to be.
We'll have lots of documentation, picture proof to prove it's what.
All right.
But join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, Jennifer's saying I'm the taller one. We'll find out. We'll find out. Can't wait. 2 p.m. Pacific time, Saturday, the 23rd. 8 out of the box, coming out of the box hot. We're going number 1, Dr. Maggie.
We're going number 1. Take me number 1, everybody. Let's get on the launch list. See you guys on Saturday.
Bye.